Hey guys, Ali here, and I'm actually in Jordanville, New York, where you can see there's cows, silos, farmland covered in snow. And I actually just drove about an hour and a half to come for a piano lesson, and then I'm about to drive an hour and a half back. And I basically want to tell you why I drive 3 hours just to attend like a hour and a half piano lesson. And this is kind of a philosophy I adopt in life, and basically any skill I try to acquire or anything I really try to do. Now, when I started wanting to take piano lessons, I did look around at teachers in my town, and I noticed there's a lot of good teachers that are like very knowledgeable in theory and like they know techniques like very well. But when I would look them up, they didn't really have any type of music published or anything recorded. And then I stumbled across YouTube, I think, and I found this piano teacher, which I'm about to go see, and she had like albums produced. And when I would listen to her music was so good, and she would basically play like music that would make you feel something emotionally. It would move you. And when I would see something like that in my head, I'm like, I want to be able to play like that. I don't want to just be able to know what keys to press and what scales are and all that stuff, which you can learn online for free. I want to learn from someone who can just teach me how to like pour my heart onto the instrument. And I think that's really the best way to like learn music, is to learn from somebody who knows how to express themselves using the music and also has actual results in terms of having produced songs, having made albums, having recorded in studios. So I think that's kind of something very important I've always done in my life. Or also like for my engineering work, like in my undergrad, I fought so hard to intern at places like NASA, because when I would go to NASA, even though it was like really far on the other end of the country, it was very hard to get in. I had to, in my junior year, work a lot to gain the skills necessary and gain the credentials to be able to be taken seriously by a place like NASA. But it was absolutely worth it, because when you're around people who are so good, you kind of absorb their way of thinking, their way of behaving, and it's just the greatest thing ever. And again, just like how I was willing to go all the way across to go to a place like NASA, I'm willing to go across 3 hours to get a really good piano lesson. In fact, I changed up my, and you might think, okay, damn, like 3 hours in the car, what are you doing for 3 hours in the car? And I turned even that into something really fun, because I love reading. So I started listening to audiobooks. So I actually really look forward to the 3 hours of driving, because that's 3 hours of listening to a book. So my whole Friday morning is probably just like my favorite time of the week. It's like a mental vacation, because I work so hard from Monday through Thursday, and I get to see some cows over here. So yeah, that's kind of the main idea I want you to take away, is that if you like things and people that are really good are worth the distance, and are worth the sacrifice, and are worth the work. And I see many times people who are like, oh yeah, this opportunity is good, but it's like too much work, like it's inconvenient. But I'm telling you from experience, it's the inconvenient things in my life that have been absolutely worth it. And it's going the extra mile for the things that are really worth it, that probably gave me everything good that I have. So yeah, I just want to share that with you, and now I'm gonna get back into my car. Peace, love.